Let's be honest, most all-in-one coffee makers are actually pretty terrible. They either jam up or make a watery mess that barely tastes like bean water. I've spent the last few months clearing off my counter space to actually test the biggest names out there. I've ground, brewed, and frothed my way through these 5 to see which ones actually earn their keep. Product number 1. Breville Barista Espresso Machine. The first thing I noticed when I pulled the Breville Barista Express out of the box was just how solid it feels. It's got that heavy, brushed stainless steel vibe that makes your kitchen feel like a real cafe. Since the grinder is built right in, I didn't have to clutter my counter with extra gear. When I started dialing it in, the integrated conical burr grinder felt precise. It drops the grounds right into the portafilter, so there's no messy transferring. What really sold me during testing was the PID temperature control. I've used machines where the first shot is cold and the second is burnt, but this stayed consistent every single time. The steam wand also has some serious kick. I was able to get that silky microfoam for latte art way faster than I expected. It's a bit of a learning curve if you're new to espresso, but the manual control is rewarding. If you're someone who wants to actually learn the craft of a perfect shot without buying 3 separate machines, this is the gold standard.
Product number 2. Ninja Luxe Cafe 3-in-1. Moving over to the Ninja Luxe Cafe, this thing feels like it was designed for people who want variety without the headache. It's a bit more plastic heavy than the Breville, but the tech inside is smart. My favorite feature while testing was the Barista Assist. It actually recommended grind sizes and weighed the dose for me. Usually I'm used to guessing how much coffee's in the basket, but the built-in scale takes the math out of it. I tried the cold press espresso setting for an iced latte, and I was shocked at how smooth it came out without that bitter bite you get from heat. The frother is also a huge win. It's hands-free. I just set the jug down, hit a button, and it whipped up perfect cold foam while I was getting my keys ready. It even handles oat milk without getting all bubbly and weird. If you're the type who wants an espresso on Monday, but a full carafe of drip coffee on Saturday morning, this is the most versatile pick of the bunch.
Product number 3. Hamilton Beach Flex Brew Trio. The Hamilton Beach Flex Brew Trio is definitely the practical choice. It doesn't have the heavy metal feel of the espresso machines, but it's incredibly lightweight and fits under my low cabinets easily. I'm usually skeptical of combo machines, but I loved that I could pop a K-cup in for a quick run out the door, or brew a full 12-cup pot when I had family over for brunch. One thing I kept timing was the single-serve side. It actually hits that 90-second mark like they claim. I didn't find myself standing around waiting for the water to heat up. The 56-ounce reservoir is a lifesaver because I didn't have to refill it every single morning. It's not going to win any awards for artisan flavor, but it's consistent and has a bold setting that actually makes a difference in the strength. If you just need a reliable machine that handles pods and ground coffee for a busy household without breaking the bank, grab this one.
Product number 4. Ninja Dual Brew Pro CFP 307. I've used a lot of Ninjas, but the Dual Brew Pro feels like the Swiss Army knife of the group. The build is sleek, and the fold-away frother is a genius bit of design. It just tucks out of the way when you don't need it. I spent a lot of time playing with the 13 different brew sizes. Being able to brew a tiny 6-ounce cup or a full 12-cup carafe from the same spot is a huge space saver. The standout for me, though, was the independent hot water system. I used it for oatmeal and tea without any of that leftover coffee taste you usually get from machines that share a needle. The specialty setting is also great. It makes a concentrated 4-ounce brew that acts like espresso for your home lattes. It even beats out my old Keurig on speed. If you're a family with different tastes, one person wants tea, another wants a pod, another wants a carafe, this solves every argument at once.
Product number 5. Ninja Hot and Iced Coffee Maker CFP 307 Refresh. Since I've been testing the Dual Brew Pro series extensively, I wanted to see how the permanent filter version held up over a week of heavy use. Holding the glass carafe, you can tell it's built to last. The permanent filter is the real hero here because it lets those natural coffee oils through. When I brewed a rich carafe, it had a much fuller body, almost like a French press, which you just don't get with paper filters. The over-ice function is also surprisingly smart. It doesn't just dump hot coffee on ice. It manages the temperature so your drink isn't watered down by the time you take your first sip. I also appreciated how easy the K-cup adapter is to swap out. It's just one click. It's essentially the same powerhouse as the previous model, but feels tailored for someone who hates buying paper filters and wants that deeper, more robust flavor profile. If you're an iced coffee addict who still needs a hot pot for the morning, This is definitely your best bet.